Good evening and welcome to the Automation Anywhere A360 training. So let me brief about myself. So I'm in the IT sector, basically working with the RPA domain and especially with the Automation Anywhere for approximately 5 years. And as far as the certifications are concerned, I am 3 times certified from the Automation Anywhere for the version 9x, version 10x, 11x, and the latest one that is A360 or A2019. And I have a hands-on experience, working experience on Automation Anywhere for the versions like 9x, 10x, 11x, and A360 also. And total corporate training experience that I have is of more than 4 years of experience. That includes the corporate trainings at the institute as well as within the organization levels. So in this today's demo, we are going to talk about the A360. But before going to the A360 much more, we should discuss what is RPA, what are different tools that we have available in the market for the RPA, and then I'm going to provide you a quick demo of A360 version and how to create a bot, how to run a bot, and a brief idea about the control room. And also we are going to discuss something like bot insight, chat bots, discovery bot, and the IQ bot. So in the today's A360 course, we are going to discuss one by one installation of the A360 software. Then we are going to discuss all the A360 commands. Then we'll talk about the bot insight explanation, A360 discovery bot, as well as the IQ bot, as well as the control room. And also we are going to discuss about the chat bot, that is nothing but about the forms in the A360. One more thing that you can note it here is that at the end of the every session, we are going to provide you one assignment that will be given on the on basis of the topics that we have covered. Additionally, apart from these all things, I'll be covering A360 best coding standard practices with you, A360 user manual from the Automation Anywhere, obviously, and also I'll be helping you with your resume creation. And we are going to have a mock interview. And in the mock interview, the questions will be basically the interview based questions, real time questions, what are all the questions you can expect in the interviews, and in which way you have to explain it to the interviewer so that you should get selected in the interview. So those all things will be covered in the mock interview sessions. This session will be conducted once we are done with the completion of our A360 training. Additionally, course resources, what we can do is that I'm going to explain you what is the A community from the Automation Anywhere. If you have any trouble, if you want to know much more about any command, if you have stuck with anything and you want the industry people to help you out, you can always reach out to the A community, and there you can post your queries and you can get an answer either from the Automation Anywhere or the industry's customers of Automation Anywhere. So those things I'll explain how it can be done. And additionally, if you want to learn more, the further new activities, the new set of technology that is going to launch by the Automation Anywhere, those all things will be available directly at the Automation Anywhere University. So that also I'll explain and how you can get the certificates from there. These all things will be covered in the Automation Anywhere University only. So at the end of the our A360 training, we are going to work on two small projects. These are two different projects basically that use the REST API command, XML command, if else condition, and the Excel. You will be provided with the one URI from the one URI, and from that URI you need to extract all the data, and then you need to filter out the data based on the given condition using the if else, and then you need to keep the data in the output data to the Excel file. In the second project, we are going to discuss how you can use the Excel in the real time, where you can, from one input file, you can extract the data, do the calculation based on the given scenarios, and update the output Excel sheet. In order to achieve all these things, we required a lab setup. So the prerequisite for the lab setup is two things, that we required either a laptop or desktop, or we required, and also we required a high speed internet. Along with that, we want you to use Windows 8 or ever operating system. Along with 500 GB of hard disk is required. Memory minimum of 4 GB, maximum 16 GB is allowed to use. And CPU, obviously, if you're going to use 4 core, that is the Intel i3, i5, i7, it will work out with us, but it should be of the Intel one. And In order to do the Excel activity with A360, we require MS Office of 2016 version, or the higher version of the MS Office is required if you want to use the Excel activities within the A360 capabilities. In the mock interviews, what will going to happen is that, again, let me explain you. As I said, the real-time interview questions is going to ask, and also how you are going to reply to the interview question. Based on that, I will let you know how you can answer that question in a much appropriate way, so that the interviewers are not going to chase you down for the same question again and again. So I'll explain you how you can answer a particular set of questions that will give you a guarantee that you should get selected in that interview. Additionally, once you are done with all these courses, mock interviews and all, then you are ready to go ahead and you can do the major certification that is available in the market and which are in demand. If you are going anywhere, any organization for the interview, the two things that they are going to ask is that whether you are a certified developer or not. So which all certification they are looking for? They are basically looking for two certification, that is the advanced professional, and then we have the master professional. So in the advanced professional, it will be basically an MCQ in which you have to sit for 1 hour, and you need to you will be getting 40 questions. Out of that, you need to get a minimum of 80% to clear the exam. In the master professional certification, you are going to get one MCQ. Once you have cleared the MCQ, you will get 2 week time to create 3 different bots provided by the Automation Anywhere. Then you need to upload the source code and the output file in an appropriate way, however the Automation Anywhere has described on their portal, to get it corrected from them, and you can expect the output by the submission of your results. After 48 hours, you will be able to get the certification status whether you have cleared the exam or not. This will be conducted by the Automation Anywhere. Let me show you, as I have promised you earlier, what is how the A360 control room looks like, how to create the bot, how to edit the bot, how to run a bot. So let's see that how we can do it. So this is our community editions. Once you are going to log in, this is how the interface is going to look like to you. So this is basically our control room. You can see that if we want to create a task bot, we can directly create a task bot from here. This portal is for the IQ bot. This is the bot inside. This is the AARI, and this is our discovery bot. So in the left hand side, you can see that we have so many different options like explore, home, discovery bot, IQ bot, automation, activity, manage, administration, your profile, and the other details. Okay, the bot agents and the other things is everything is updated here. So every time this bot agent is required in order to work with the automation A360, that I'll explain you how we can do it in our going sessions. Going forward, I'll be explaining you how you can install it and how you can use this bot agent on your system. So let's quickly create a bot and see how it's going to work out. So in order to create a bot, as I said, that you can directly create a bot from this particular tab only. So just click here, provide a name of the bot. So I'm going to say hello world. You can see this is the location where the bot is going to store. If you want, you can change the location from here. If you want to provide a description for what reason this bot has been created, a short description, so you can write the description here. And also this is an optional part, it's not a mandatory, but yes, if you want to put a note why this what this bot is supposed to do, you can go ahead and you can put it here. So I'm just going to say like say hello. After that, what you need to do, you just need to click on this create and edit button. The moment you are going to click on this create and edit button, you can see that our coding area has opened. So here you can see that this is the hello bot, which is our bot name. If you wish to change the bot name, yes, you can go ahead and you can change it from here. Okay. So before going ahead, let me maximize my screen so that you can get a full control of this stuff. Okay. So here we are. So you can see that we have a variable sections, we have the action section here, we have flow, list, dual, run, debug, and something like close and the action details. Okay, so what is going to happen, and this is also the recorders. Okay, so we'll discuss one thing at one, and I'm going to explain each and everything here. Okay, so whenever you want to create any variables, so you need to click on this so variable, and from here you can go ahead and you can create a variable. Let me create a variable of the string type with the name s name. Okay, And here I'm just going to define the value as welcome A360. After that, what you need to do, you just need to click on create. Now, if you want your robot to display this variable, I mean the variable and the respective data, what you need to do, you just need to go to this action panel. From this action panel, you need to search for the message box. So the moment you are going to type the message box, see, I type only MESS, right? But still it's giving me the proper result, that is the message box. So basically you need to drag this here and leave it. After that, if you want to type any message, any custom message, so you can type it here. Or if, since we have already the data available in a variable, what we are supposed to do, you have to click on this button, or you can click the F2 button from your keypad. Both will work out. And then you need to select the respective variable. Once you're done, then you just need to click on yes, insert, and click on this save button. So what's going to happen is that if I have to run the bot, what I have to do, I can directly click on this run. But before going to run the bot, let me show you the options that we have while creating a bot. So this is a flow view. So this is very much easy. You can see that the data that is available in the flow view with all the custom details here. Once you're done with this, you'll be able to see multiple stuff on your screen. So in the left hand side, you can see this hello. So this is hello is nothing but your bot name. If you want to change the bot name, you can go ahead and you can change the bot name also from here. Also, you have something like variable, then action, then trigger, then we have something like flow, list, dual, action detail, run, debug, right? And this close. So we'll discuss each and everything in detail. So let me create a variable for you of the type string name, and I'm just going to say hello, welcome to A360 training. After that, you just need to click on this create. So your variable has been created with a default data. Hello, welcome to A360 training. Now, if you want your robot to display this data, what you require to do, you need to put a message box in order to display the data. In order to put a message box, what you can do, since all the commands are written in the alphabet way, so you can either scroll it down up to M to get the data, since we have so many commands, every time it's not possible for you to scroll it down. So what is the best possible way to do it? You have to just type the command name. In order to type the command name, what you need to do, you need to remember what is the command that is available in the A360. So since this is a message box, so I just type MESS and this message box appeared here. So if you, whenever you want to use a particular command in the A360, what you need to do, once the command you are very much sure which you have to use, just drag it down to this coding area. So whenever you came to the coding area, you have three options in order to do the coding. In order to do the coding, in the mean, as well as if you want the flow to be available and as well as the list to be available, then you have to go for the dual option, where you can will be able to see the list as well as the flow option. Both options will be available. So this is a choice that has to be done by you, whichever you are familiar, whichever you are happy, confident. So you can select that particular view and you can go ahead and you can start working. Now in order to display any data in the message box, you can simply type hello. What will happen is going to display this data, and also I'm going to close this message box after say 5 seconds. So now, but still I have not used my variable. So let me create one more message box here for you. So in this one, I'm going to use the variable. How you can insert a variable in a message box or anywhere inside the automation 360. So what you need to do is that basically you need to type here you need to press F2 button. If not F2, then what you have to do, you can see this option where it's saying that insert a value or F2. So the moment you'll place click on this, you'll get all the variable options, and here all the variables which is of the type string will be available for you to display a display and use. So you need to select that respective variable, click on yes, insert, and then click on auto close after 5 seconds. The maximum is the 9 second. It can wait for the message box to close, and the minimum will be 1 second, but you cannot go beyond 9 seconds. And It is not possible to enter 0. It will not accept. So minimum is 1, maximum is the 9 seconds. So let me show you the maximum only. Once you are done, then what you need to do, you just need to click on this save button. And after that, you need to click on this run button. So here we have two message box. So one by one, those message box will be displayed. And whenever you are going to run, every time is going to display download some dependency from the cloud. So you can see this is the first one that got auto close after 5 seconds, and this is the variable that contains the data. Hello, welcome to A360 training, and is going to auto close after 9 seconds. Once your bot has ran successfully, you will be able to see this particular notification here. Your bot has ran successfully. After that, you can go ahead and you can click on this close button. So this is how you can create a bot and you can perform the run activities. So now let me show you something from more demo of the different robots that we have, or which I can go ahead and I can show you as a demo purpose. As I said, since I have not used it for a long time, seems like there is some dependency that need to be downloaded. So whenever you are going to see this download dependency, ensure that you are letting the Automation Anywhere application to download all these MB of the data, which is very much essential in order for the bot to run. These dependency need to be downloaded actually. So technically we have to wait until this much dependencies has been downloaded actually in order to run this particular bot. So whenever you're going to work around with the A360, what you can do that you can always go ahead and you can check the packages before working, so that if anything has been added by the Automation Anywhere recently, so the moment you're going to do the start preloading, all the updated packages will be downloaded automatically. So while running the bot, you'll not face these kind of scenarios. That also I'll explain you how you can do it in our regular sessions. But let's wait and just give me a couple of minutes for the bot to download. I think there's some lag today here with the internet, so we have to wait. Since this is taking some time to download, so let's dig into some different stuff. Why to waste time? So since we are talking about RPA, so I don't know whether you're aware or not what is RPA. So RPA is nothing but robotics process automation. R stand for robotics, P stand for process, A stand for automation. So basically it is robotic process automation. So the moment you'll hear the robot, what the things that comes to your mind? A robot means something that is going to reduce the human work, correct, and also is going to decrease the error rate, that is also correct, and also is going to increase our productivity and the efficiency. And also, since many of you will be coming from the technical background, so you will be aware what is process, especially for the CS stream students. So what is process? Process is nothing but a set of workflow and the protocols. And as far as the automation is concerned, automation is nothing but which reduce or minimize the manual or human efforts. So this is something about the RPA. Let's check back what is the status of the dependencies. So still it has to download another 80 MB seems like. So this robot is going to open a Flipkart web page and going to enter a text box in the search area with the name iPhone 12. And after that it's going to extract all the detail like what is the mobile name, what is the price, and what is the mobile specification for the top 5 record. And that same data is going to displayed with the help of the message box one by one. So you can see this is the second record that is going to fetch by the bot, and all the details are going to be displayed in the message box. And also we have something like auto close of the message box after each 3 seconds. And once the bot execution is completed, the bot should close the tab, the Flipkart web page tab. So that's what the bot did. So you can see that your bot has run successfully. All the data was extracted and all the data was displayed to you. If you want to store the data in terms of the CSV, Excel database, yes, you can go ahead and you can perform all those set of activities. So this was one of the quick demo regarding the web related activities that you can go ahead and you can do the automation. Let me see something if I have something related with keystrokes for you. So yeah, we have a keystroke bot ready here. So we are going to see how the keystroke works here. So I'm going to give you a quick demo of the keystrokes. So basically it's going to perform few activities like is going to perform is going to press this start button, then type something like notepad, then open the notepad and then perform some data activities here and then save this particular notepad for you. So that's what this bot is going to perform. So whichever the notepad is open, I'm going to close each of the notepad and let's click on this hit button. But before going that, let me show you how it's going to look like in the list view. So this is how your code is going to look like in the list view, and this is how it's going to look like in terms of the flow view. So whichever view you are comfortable, you can go ahead and you can select and you can start working. This is totally up to you. You have to select which view is best suited for you. Once you are done with creation of the bot, what you need to do, click on this run button. So you can see the bot has started working and is performing those activities, now entering the details and is going to save the notepad also. So here we reach the end of our demo session. So I just want to say thank you for watching the video and thanks for attending the demo. And also please share your feedback. If you have any queries, please feel free to reach us at below email ID. If you have any questions related to the course, schedule, reference, cost, and the payment option, please feel free to reach out to the below details, below given contact details. And once again, thank you very much for your time. Thank you.